Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am coming to you with the Auntie Say It Isn't So. Sumit devastates and crushes his mom by coming to the baby shower. Not really for the baby shower, but to plead Jenny's case about being invited to the family's activities. Girl, bye, sit down somewhere.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop
aunties
boop.
and everybody needs.
You can make this up.
Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Aunties and uncles, sweet old auntie. Aunties and ways. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining the family. To all of my nieces and nephews who have been here with me for the long haul and my new. Thank you all so much for your support. Y'all, on this episode of 90 Day Fiancé, the other way, season 3, episode 5, Facing Fears, there was a part in the show where we dealt with Jenny and Sumit. Now, I purposely left that out of my review because I wanted to talk about it on a individual basis. Okay. So in this episode, we saw that Sumit and Jenny had gotten up and they were making the bed and they were just having a normal day, like a normal couple would. Except for there's nothing normal about Jenny and Sumit's relationship. Sumit begins to tell Jenny that his sister-in-law is pregnant and that they're all going to be meeting at the temple in order to have a what we would probably call a baby shower, but a blessing over the baby and over the pregnancy. Jenny, of course, in her own way, the way that we know Jenny to be, hounds and hounds and pounds on Submit, because she is not invited to the family functions. Now, we all know that Jenny came over to, India and lived in the house with Sumit and his parents. What we didn't know that originally Sumit's mother apparently liked Jenny and thought that it would be good for her and Sumit to be together and to move to the United States. That's some tea that I just got from ScreenRant.com. Okay? So, according to Screen Rant, in an article that is dated 4 days ago, okay, which would have been of the 23rd of September, um, his parents have gone through a lot of pain and suffering with Jenny and Smith being together. Okay, they said while catfishing at Michael Jones, Smith had begun romancing Jenny, who is 62 years old and twice his age. A year later, in 2013, Smith and Jenny met in person when he flew her to India, and she stayed in his house for 4 months. Now, we know that there was some creeping that was allegedly going on in the household, according to the mother in last season of 90 Day Fiancé the other way. But we won't even talk about it. Submit mother, who's younger than her, and Jenny became close friends. But Submit mother is currently the biggest obstacle stopping Submit and Jenny from getting married. Now, see, it said that, his mom threatened Submit with the S word, okay, when he revealed to his parents about his marriage plans to Jenny. She didn't want her son to care for Jenny instead of them as they got older. But meanwhile, Sumit's father, who paid for his divorce, supported excuse me, his wife's decision. Okay. They said accordingly that originally Sumit's mom liked Jenny and told her to take Sumit to America to get married. But for the Palm Springs resident, which is Jenny, money was an obstacle. Unfortunately, Sumit's mom and dad, along with his brother and sister-in-law, are now not big fans of Jenny. So it says in a preview clip from the upcoming 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way episode, Sumit visit what looks like his sister-in-law's baby shower. Now, this is what we've seen this episode. His parents are happy to see him, but then he puts forth Jenny's request about wanting to be a part of the family's special occasions and celebrations. Sumit's mother protests by revealing that people call them up to tell them that their son is doing wrong. Sumit's mother adds that it is stressful with the society not accepting Sumit and Jenny's relationship. Sumit's father confesses that it's also not accepting their family as a whole. Society would cut us off, the patriarch said to his son. According to his mom and his father, Sumit, the neighbors are coming over, honey, and they are just talking. And at this point, they are basically getting shunned, it appears, from all the friends and the family relatives. Now, we remember when the father was trying to get money together in order to help support this divorce that Sumit wanted. He was allegedly asking for money from the neighbors in order to make this happen for his son, to free him, since he was acting cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs at that time. Now, in this episode, again, we see Sumit. He comes into the temple with his little bags and everything, and this is supposed to be a gift for the baby that's coming. He hugs his father, who is seated on the floor. He hugs his mom, and his sister-in-law comes over, and she touches his feet, and he tells her that that's not necessary. They're all sitting around, and his brother is playing catch up with him, and he's like, hey, Sumit, how's everything going? And Sumit is like, well, everything's going good. I came here for two reasons. The first reason that I came was to celebrate you and the baby, and the second reason why I came is because I want to protest Jenny not being invited. Now, Sumit doesn't pick the best times to have discussions with his family, which absolutely irritates my very soul. Because this is not the time for him to come in and start talking and pleading for Jenny. It is at this time when the parents tell him, look, we are being shunned by society. People are knocking on the door and they are telling us, your son ain't no good. Don't you know no good? And Sumit doesn't care about that. And instead of him realizing that he is in the temple and that this is supposed to be a joyous occasion, he double downs and tells them, I's almost married now, or is married now. Because I got a feeling that they're married. Now, I may be wrong. It may not come out this season, but I got a feeling that Jenny and Sumit are very much married. But okay, we'll save that for another time. Just keep that in your back pocket. And remember, Auntie said it first. But anyway, Sumit doubles down and tells his family that he is engaged and he believes that Jenny has a right to come to the family functions. The mother and the father are disgusted with him, and his mother begins to cry. Just at the very thought, the spoken word, Jenny, devastates the mother. Now, the sister-in-law and the brother, they step outside, of course, because they need to have their little confessional. And they say that Jenny is welcome to come to anything she would like to come to as a friend, but not as family. This family is unable to move past the sins of Jenny at this particular time. And Sumit comes to the baby shower to start chaos and confusion, therefore devastating and crushing his mother to the point where she gets up and she leaves out of the temple in tears. But not before she gives him the side eye and the grit. Okay, she looked at. Okay. I really truly believe this Sumit is out of order. See, Submit feels like, these are little things that he can do because he has been with Jenny 9 years, 9 long years, and has yet to wed her. First of all, he catfished her. He got her over there. And then, of course, Jenny, gave up her life in America, have her Social Security too, allegedly, for this man. She says that she loves him, but she's getting tired. So she's applying more pressure to submit in order for him to submit. But what he doesn't understand is once Jenny, okay, because we've seen Jenny pop off American style. But I believe that once he marries Jenny, all hell is going to break loose. The only reason why he hasn't seen the other side of Jenny got is because she doesn't want to push any buttons to get her ass sent back to America. On the first thing smoking about that mofo. Jenny in this season of 90 Day Fiance, the other way, season 3, is applying more pressure to him to get married because of COVID. So she doesn't feel safe, and she's continuing to have to renew and renew and renew and renew. But that skin ain't getting renewed. It's not being renewed. Not day, not by night, not with pawns, not with dove, not with, you know what I mean. I thought that in this particular episode, that Submit was absolutely incorrect. I thought he was wrong. And I thought that this was just the most inappropriate time for him to do something like this. But because he's getting pressures at home, he now wants to put pressures on his brother. I do believe that while he is excited, because everybody was excited and embracing him, you're going to be an uncle, and this is fantastic. Submit's mother believes that as him being the older brother, that he should have been the one to have the child first. Jenny indicates in a conversation with Submit that she can't give him any kids. Okay, we already know that. This is the problem. The family wants the name to continue. They want their heritage to continue in their family. And Jenny, because you were already 65 years old, maybe cut a couple of months off of it, you're not able to give Submit what they take as important, and that is a child. You even spoke it out of your own mouth, Jenny, that this is really a big deal to have babies, and this is going to be their first grandchild. And they were hoping that their first grandchild was going to come out of the marriage. Submit indicates that he, was not happy in this relationship. But how do you know if you never gave the relationship a chance? Because Jenny was, allegedly creeping up to your bedroom during the time when you were supposed to be wedding this woman. So you had already gotten a taste of the crumble cookie. And so, things change for you. I really do see Jenny, in my opinion, as being extremely manipulative and controlling. I see her as a pseudo mom to him. And once he, decides that he doesn't want to be mothered anymore, but love for the young man he is, Jenny's going to be out the door, honey, in a wheelchair, kicking rocks and sliding, falling up out the chair and jangling down the street. I just absolutely thought that this was deplorable. I thought that he was, just inconsiderate. He did not gauge the room at all. And I'm telling you right now, nothing's good going to come as long as you continue to hurt mama. There's a way to do everything. Now, I do agree that he should have been out on his own. But he is still not out of his own. He's not out on his own because it doesn't even appear that he has a job. It looks like he collects 90 Day Fiancé checks and Jenny's Social Security from America. And that's how they live it. And so he feels like, he's obligated maybe in some way. I don't know. But these are just my opinions and my observations, and I'm entitled to them, okay? This episode of 90 Day Fiancé, while it was a D minus, I thought that this part needed to be separated out of that D minus because I thought that it was very thoughtful and inciting and insightful. I'm sorry, and it deserved to have its own review. Anyway, thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for listening to this review. And y'all let me know down in the comment section what you thought about this particular segment of the episode. Love you all to pieces, and I'll talk to you soon.